What's up, Justice Comes Alive? I'm Black with one of the greatest musicians ever. I mean, it's been said, I have gone down on record saying that Oteil is like my favorite musician, just point blank, period. But y'all make some noise for just an amazing person, amazing musician, amazing human being. Oteil Burbridge, woo!
Nikki.
Doing, man?
I'm doing good. Wow, what an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, at least we're not alone this time. Everybody's riding the ride now.
Riding it all together. I feel like that's kind of one of the silver linings in all of this is like everybody's kind of experiencing these emotions together, even if it's different emotions. Like everybody has feelings about it, and it's coming to the forefront. So that's
For sure.
that's a good thing. But tell me, like, what you've encountered recently, like what's been going on with you in respect to what's been happening.
I mean, everything. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But I think all the conversations that have started are great. And, I know people that voted for Trump
Yep.
and I have them in my family. And they were out marching with Black Lives Matter and
Yeah.
posting Black Lives Matter on their Facebook, and like it was like, what?
Yeah.
And catching hell.
Yeah.
And just like wanting to talk to me and Jess, because Jess is white from North Carolina. And I think she was kind of like a lot of people, like, wow, it's just this preoccupation with race is just like pervasive.
Yeah.
And then when Trump got elected, then it was just like, or even when he won the nomination,
Right.
then you could see the hood start to come off, which I think is a positive thing. I've said all over and over again.
Me too.
These people are emboldened, and now they're coming out from behind their hood. So now we can see, we got your face, we got your license plate, your address, your phone number, your job. Like, good, come out from behind your white hoods, So I think that's good, It's sad, but now it's shown everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
This dude on my Twitter feed this morning, after Juneteenth, I didn't even want to start off at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
the newest thing. So I waited, but there was a cat driving around Salem in his pickup truck, and he took his license plates off, so he's starting to get hip to that. But he's flying a flag of a swastika. This ain't Mississippi.
Yeah.
This is Salem, Massachusetts, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So I just like, wow, So now we really are completely cats out of the bag.
Cats.
And you've probably been following my Instagram and seeing the cat posted straight up. Yeah, I can't wait. We're about to get it on because y'all are outnumbered. And I'm like, this is an American terrorist.
Yeah. Yep.
Period.
Point blank.
Yeah, I've been saying this stuff for 3 years, telling people I want to move to Canada. I had a realtor in Canada, and she called me the other day. And we looking at Costa Rica, and because I'm down for the fight, but I got two little itty bitty ones, 2 and 5. No.
Yes.
Their lives, no.
And I mean, that's the thing that gets me every single time. It's like, do these people have children? It's like, don't you want a safe place for your kids? You don't want people coming after your kids because of the color of their skin? I've really understood that, to be honest.
But here's what I think about it, because even, it seems like this is pivoting to a discussion about economics, but you can't erase the racism problem and the classism problem without dealing with the economic problem, which is tied to our foreign policy problem, which is tied to our healthcare problem. It's money. And so I think about these people at the top, the oligarchs who are polluting the planet, destroying the planet. And I'm like, you don't care even about your own kids and grandkids?
Oh,
And
because
I think so. What only people I know like that, when I know musicians that were just so in the grip of a drug addiction that they couldn't, there wasn't enough of them there to care about their own children. I'm
mhm,
like, this is an addiction.
mhm,
This is an addiction.
yep, to power.
Yeah, mine's not gambling. It's not all these other things. I had mine in there. It's power and money. And it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe they think that's what going to Mars is about. You know?
That's the thing is, I
It's like,
they're planning on populating space, so they're like, whatever, like leave the poor people down here.
it's mind blowing. So I chalk it up to an addiction. I think the only thing that helped me with mine was just a greater awareness. Like looking at, okay, this is where you're going to end up if you keep doing what you're doing. You could see all these examples of it. So you want that? You want to be that, or you want to be? Now Angel's crying because I think he wants to come in. I've hijacked this room.
Of course.
Hold on one second.
It's all good.
Now climbing up. See, I got him this climbing wall so he would stop climbing all the stuff he ain't supposed to climb. Now he climbed up the cabinets.
Yep.
He's trying to reach the little thing where you can unlock the locked door. It's because I locked the door.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all I can chalk it up to. So, but to see this great awakening, and this conversation will have to broaden out from race, because you can't talk about the race problem without talking about how drugs were let in the community, and then the sentencing, the whole crime bills and all that.
Yep.
So they make money off of you, off of the drugs. If you get better, they make money off the health care, off you getting better. If you don't, they make money off of you putting you in the system. And then you go into the private prison, the prison industrial complex.
Yep.
And it's just like, wow. And what's the common thread? Many, 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 many. So you got to deal with the economic, the real looters on Wall Street that get off, and then get the most massive socialism to bail them out when they should be in jail. And they want to cry about socialism. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
So
Really,
you got to deal with all of it.
I always say, like, whoever came up with this whole thing, this whole system was a genius. Honestly, it's like we've been dealing with this for years and years and years. It's like, when is it going to change?
Well, it's about the law. Revolutions change things. Like I heard someone talking about Ray Shard. Like, legally, it was okay. It was legal for the cop to shoot him because he took the taser.
Wow.
So we have to deal with what's legal. Glass-Steagall, what was made, went away. So now these things are legal for the banks to do that should be illegal.
Right.
And that even once were. Or pot was legal, then they made it illegal, and now they make it illegal again. It's like, don't tell me what's legal. I want to talk about what's right. I don't give a shit what's legal. Exactly. Slavery was legal.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to, and that's why I say it's baked into the cake. This goes way back.
Oh,
I didn't get it. I was going to insure my hands because I was like, man, if something happens to my hands, I'm screwed, right? And we're doing huge gigs.
Yep.
Right. Lloyd's of London is the only place to do it. You know why I didn't do it? Because Lloyd's of London built their fortune off insuring slave holders, slave ships.
Yeah.
Slave this, slave that. Where I was property. Now I'm giving you my money to gamble.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, you know what? I'll have God have my back and take my chances.
Yeah,
exactly. Give my money to Lloyd's of London.
Yep, it's unbelievable. But yeah, as far as go back, that's what it is. We were property, and then we weren't, but we still are. And I think that's like really what it comes down to. And
everybody is.
Everybody is.
I mean, let's get real about it. When Cass said, what about, police kill more white people than black? I'm like, you ain't mad?
Right. You ain't mad? You should be mad too.
You go look around all our allies. White police ain't killing white Canadians, white English. white French, white Germans, white Irish,
Yeah.
like, let's just go white Australians, white. Nope, they're not doing it. All these other countries. So why ain't you mad? Because you have a slave mentality yourself. So, you mad at me. That's what they want. They want us to be mad at each other.
Exactly. They want us to be mad at
And if we have a war, they make money off both sides of guns, both sides being injured with the health care, both sides. It's just like,
yeah, it's a rigor.
it's all here. It's all your
hamster
state of,
Yeah, people are waking up though. People,
They are, because they're seeing the police kick white people and beat white people and drive cars into white. It's like, wow. They're like, hey, they weren't kidding.
Yeah.
These black people weren't kidding. Look, we all got video cameras now.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been doing it for so long, they can't stop, even though everybody has a video camera.
Yeah.
And I wonder what's protecting the good cops from being able to out the bad cops. I don't know whether it's police unions or what. I have a civil rights attorney that I'm from California. I'm going to start doing podcasts on this subject myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get police officer, I'm going to get civil rights attorney and different people and ask these questions, because I don't know the answer.
Right.
But I know there's good cops in there, and maybe they're trying internally like whistleblowers did, and then it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. We have a discussion every week, and with like Sput and a bunch of musicians, and we were talking to two police officers, and we had two defense lawyers on there, and the Matas, you guys know, you probably know. Anyway, we were talking about that specifically. It's like, how does it stop? Where does it come from? Like, it's it's getting, the orders are being handed down, and people are following the orders. They're like, okay, where are the orders coming from? We got to get there. We got to stop, nip it in the bud. We got to stop it there. But, they talked about, obviously, voting. We have to know who is like on our city council. We have to know who in legislation, like who's making the laws. And like, that's where we can make the change,
Yeah.
It's voting for people.
I hope, man. I look at this tweet that talked about the voter. I think there's so much voter fraud. An 11-year-old girl at a hackers convention hacked one of our Florida voting machines in like 10 minutes and changed the vote. And, we just saw in Kentucky, like, it went from 3,700 polling places down to 200 or 300.
Right.
It just shut them. Like, how is that legal? So maybe it's not illegal, but so I wonder about the voting. What I do know is all this unrest has gotten a lot more results than, the last 12 years. Like,
I know.
It's amazing. They just yellow vested. It's like France. And I'm a nonviolent person, but French have this history of revolution, and they were like,
Paris is
oh,
burning.
you're going to give us a gas tax? Well, we're going to put on a yellow vest, and how about we just burn up every city in France?
Yeah.
And then Macron was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
Me too. I always think about that. I'm like, the French, they just like, nope, not happening, not today.
Well, everybody has a point. The Americans had a point that they reached with the king,
Yeah.
and then they just Boston Tea Party that shit, and then they voila. So I'm like, I'm preaching peace,
Right.
but it's getting results. It's getting results without votes, or it's causing votes to be heated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not messing around now. So I don't know, I hope, and I will vote, and I encourage everybody to vote, and I encourage everybody to be peaceful.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
But I'm not unhappy about the changes.
Yeah. I mean, like, it comes down to the golden rule, right? Just treat others as you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
I
mean, and I think it's I don't know. Maybe it's karma, or maybe everything has its time, and the time's up. It seems like
maybe so.
Like, it's up on all these different levels, like ecologically, economically.
Yeah.
uh, every kind of way. Like the whole planet just stopped.
Everything.
They're like, stop.
Like, no, we cannot.
And whatever we don't stop, it's just like, no.
Yeah.
So,
And
I hate for it to be like this because I think it's going to get much worse. I really do. That guy that posted on my thing, you know, he spoke. And I heard Cornel West say this. I was relieved because I've been saying it for a long time. I was like, if there's an economic crisis, then you're going to see things really, you're going to see it hit the fan.
Yeah.
And I honestly think I may have underestimated Trump or mischaracterized him as just being stupid or too. I think he may be more of a fascist than I realize. And maybe the power of that following went to his head and fanned the flame. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, you know, he kind of went against Fox News even, and they have a whole nother network. I'm like, wow, Fox isn't even crazy enough for you, you know? So I wonder, and I feel in my gut like all these people, like they feel like this is our moment. And I'm like, oh my God. Because you know what happened the last time. You know, more people died in the Civil War than all of our wars put together to this day. To this day. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So all that's baked into the cake. I don't know if I don't see a way around it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be negative, but it's like, here it is. Let's eyes wide open, people.
I hope so. You know. Well, we could talk all day. Literally.
We could. I'm sorry. I know. That's probably a lot more than 15 minutes.
Like, we probably will once, you know, after we get back to some music, you know, we got to cut to some music and then, you know, come back, you know, who knows? But thank you for your time.
Bless you. Thank you.
And we love you. I love you. I don't care about everybody. I love you. And it's really good to see your face and see that you're doing well and know the family's doing well. And once again, justice comes alive. Y'all make some noise for Oteil Burbridge.